This man is absolutely a genius. He took a tire and sliced it with a blade, cutting it into long, thin strips of rubber. When the length was about right, he put these rubber strips into a grinder, switched it on to break them down into rubber particles. No idea what he was trying to do until I saw the final result. I was blown away by his creativity. He added 2 different colors of silicone to the rubber particles and mixed in some coloring powder, diluting it until it had strong adhesive properties. Then he applied it to the head of a mannequin. The top of the head was already sectioned off with a tool. It was easy to guess he was making a hat. He covered it with a plastic film, smoothed down any raised areas by hand. Once it fit perfectly to the mannequin's scalp, the hat's shape was ready. Then he poured more silicone on the top layer. To make it stronger, he repeated this process several times. After it's set and solidified, he cut around the edge of the hat with a small knife, removed the excess silicone around the perimeter, and lifted the hat off the head. He placed it on a plastic sheet, prepared a piece of carbon fiber leather and covered it, revealing the shape of the hat. Then poured epoxy resin over the top. He felt one layer wasn't enough, so he added a second layer of carbon fiber, repeated the epoxy resin pour, and smoothed it out evenly. He attached the matching brim plate. Once the resin naturally solidified, he tapped it and felt the noticeable hardness. Now he could safely trim off the extra edges. At this point, the hat was fully formed. Removed the brim plate and turned the hat over. Added a ring of glue around the center. Inserted a soft leather pad to reduce friction with the scalp, making it more comfortable to wear. Then he applied a coat of paint, dyeing the leather pad a dark brown. Lastly, he considered how to secure it to the head. Drilled small holes on the sides of the brim, brought out a matching leather strap and inserted bolts to connect it. Did the same on the other side. Now the 2 leather straps could cross each other. Just needed a stabilizer inside the hat, adding a leather pad where it touched the head. And with that, this outdoor riding hat was complete. He immediately tried it on to check the fit, to test how safe it was. He struck the hat with both a brick and a hammer. Despite the force, there was no dent at all. Even when a car drove over it, there was no damage. The hat still looked brand new. So, what do you think of his idea? Out of 10, how would you rate his work?